Jesus asks the question, "Who do you say that I am?" If we were to answer that question, we might respond in a number of ways. Who do you say that I am? Teacher, healer, miracle worker, confident, second person of the Trinity, Son of God, a brother, a friend. Jesus is all of that and more. Jesus is someone whom we are called to have a personal relationship with. So it means more than just saying he is this, this, and this. For us to be able to describe a relationship that we have with Jesus. And we can speak with conviction. We can speak with a connection to Jesus and with Jesus. So Jesus is someone that throughout our lives we can have a personal relationship with, and through our lives we try to build in on that relationship. As we go about trying to describe our relationship with Jesus in answering, "Who do you say that I am?" we can also change the question. To change the question to this: who am I? Who am I? How does Jesus see me? We are aware that we are children of God. But too often, though, we identify with what and how others perceive us. Our identity is totally controlled by everyone else, letting other people define who I am. And that defining comes from who am I based on my occupation? Who am I based on how much money I make? Who am I based on what I drive? Where do I live? What's being posted or said online about me? How many online friends do I have? But you see, we're not defined by that. We get caught up in the thinking of, as we heard, in thinking not as God does, but as human beings do. We get caught up in thinking not as God does, but as human beings do. We can become so consumed by others, we miss what Jesus is saying to us, and we miss the relationship that Jesus already has with us. Jesus is just calling us to grow in that relationship. It's not like we don't have a relationship with Jesus, we do. But to be able to grow in that relationship, to claim Jesus, this is Jesus for me. And at different times in our life, we see Jesus in different ways. But at the core, at the heart of it, is that we are a beloved child of God. We belong to God. God has created us. And so on my best day, I am a child of God. On my worst day, I am a child of God. To see ourselves the way God sees us. And that is with love. God sees us and cares for us. Who am I? Who am I? To look into, to reflect upon that question, to grow in our awareness of our identity in God. And we grow in faith and continue to live out our faith as a beloved child of God. and to live out our faith in works. As St. James told us in this, as we heard in the second reading from St. James, let me demonstrate my faith to you from my works. Let me demonstrate my faith to you from my works. Our works certainly are found in the life that we live. That our works reflect the presence of God, that our works reflect our relationship with God. And in particular, here at St. Thomas More, last weekend, we had named it Name Tag Sunday, where we all got together we all had name tags on, and to recognize each other and to build a relationship with each other. And then after that, after Mass, we had our block party, where we were able to continue again connecting with one another, sharing food and conversation with fellow parishioners we know or might have met for the very first time. To be drawn together as one in Christ, to be able to answer, who am I? We are all children of the Father. And today we have an opportunity to be drawn together even more and to reflect that understanding of faith through works. And we come to demonstrate that, as I said, in our participation in ministry here at St. Thomas More. And so this weekend, we're going to focus on that connection that we have with one another, with the church, and with God. And so, at the end of each pew, there is a connection card. And so I'm going to ask, if you're at the end of the pew, to pass this down, and every person take it, not just one family, but every person who is able to participate in a ministry. That goes from youth who are able to be altar servers, all the way up to everyone. You guys take one. It's right down there. There is a card down there. And so, in today's technology, in today's world, we're texting and talking and listening and walking all at the same time. So as you take this card and fill it out, you can listen to me at the same time. So, as you see, take the card, and if there's some pens, if you need a writing instrument, take that and fill and pass that down also. So, for example, a husband takes his own card, a wife takes his own card, and any child that can serve in a ministry takes their own card and be able to fill it out. And so, if you're already in a ministry, we simply ask that you recommit by filling out the card. This is for new ministries and already currently participating. And if you wonder, well, I wasn't able to be here last weekend for the block party, also in your pew, there are some large sheets of paper that describe all the different ministries here at St. Thomas More. And so if you need that, look into that right now. And so, as you are filling that out, I'm going to ask you to continue to listen, and I'm going to promote a few particular ministries today. And that is having here. And so, if you are a youth of ages 3 and up, consider being an altar server. And that is, where is that? If you look on the back, under the first column on the left, it says liturgy, prayer, and music. And on the second box, it says altar servers. So fill that out as we want to continue to grow in this ministry. Families, consider being ministers of hospitality. We hear it many times, and we're very blessed to say that this is a very welcoming parish. Well, in order to do that, continue to consider having your family, or if you're an individual, being a minister of hospitality. And it means opening the door and welcoming and offering a word of welcome and a smiling face. So families can do that, individuals can do that. Doesn't make anyone can do that. To be an official welcomer to St. Thomas More. And so then also, as you've been hearing about religious education, we are very near of completing all of our openings to being a faith formation catechists. And so if you're interested in that, I think we have we needed about 25 about a week ago. Now we're only down to 6. So if you're interested in that, fill out the section in front, faith formation, where it says elementary or life teen or middle school or older student. There's all kinds of many opportunities to participate in that. This parish is so blessed to have many available ministries from which we can demonstrate our faith through works. So I'll give you a little bit of time to complete that. And as we do come together as one in Christ, how we live out our faith through the works that we do. Through the works that we do at home, in our jobs, here at the parish. That is helping us live out our faith, and also here at the parish, helping us connect with one another. And so at this time, as a sign of our connection with one another and to the ministries at St. Thomas More, myself and the deacon, we're going to come forward with some baskets, and I'm going to invite you to come forward to place those into the baskets. And I know with this great attendance today, it'll be a little chaotic, but that's okay. So, yes, so when you are ready, we'll come to the front, and please come forward and offer your connection card to the parish.